Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just I and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down. Nixon Rastafari. War and crime. And do that righteousness. And we love. I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Yeah, we love Jah. We love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. We love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace, while we are penalized. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime, fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Preserve all, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Me love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Me love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
The Epstein war is raging. They have killed women. They have killed babies. The United Snakes and PIGSREAL is facing an awful, terrible bombardment from Iran. We told you, Israel and America, we were going to run out from around corner upon you. Iran started historically, we've never seen this before, to use the word of the rapist, pedophile, and murderous President Donald Trump, whose now theme is going around the world kidnapping and murdering presidents. Oh, look at America. That international law, America. That America with the Constitution that the world envies, all broken and trampled over by the American pedophile president, held to ransom by his crime against children and the Epstein files. Good evening and welcome to a world on the edge of a nuclear catastrophe. We don't know how long it will take before it stops or before it even blows up into a worse unfolding than it is at the moment. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Andrew Holness, must I say, boy, we can take back seat here now, at least from Global TV tonight, because we know say Global, I'm going to have time for you, Prime Minister. Back seat though you might be tonight, Prime Minister, I do still have time, because the earthquake keeps coming more frequently and intensify in their magnitude, Prime Minister. And the onshore and offshore drilling that is going on in our country, we've continuously been saying to the people of Jamaica, it is a risk, and we must all try to stop it. So we will have time for you tonight, Andrew Holness. So you cannot stay behind what's going on in the rest of the world, because we have to have the conversation of how this will affect our pockets or economy or whatever it will affect or moving about. Many people are stuck other end of the world. Many people, flights have been cancelled, postponed, and it goes on. And we expect it to get worse. I personally, this war, I would like to go on for 5 months. 5 months of it. I know by the end of it, Israel, PIGSREAL will be taught a lesson. Hold on Palestine, freedom just might be coming your way. If we get 5 months of this battering that PIGSREAL is receiving at this moment, freedom might just be coming to Palestine. Good evening, everyone. How wanna do? How wanna do? We told you the war was coming. I have criticisms for the Iranian regime this evening myself. Nothing surprised us with the criminals. It's how the criminal regime, the rogue state of America, has always behaved. So, for those of us who are in tune with geopolitics, America is in its real state. This is America. This has always been America. When Donald Trump says, make America great again, you're now understanding what it means. America back into the plain rogue element. America dropped the fuckery called diplomacy. America kicked the bucket aside called democracy. Because the truth is, America was never a democracy. It was always a lie. Democracy cannot be at the point of the bullet or the tip of your bomb. America, baby raping, oil stealing, pedophile presidents, America. So, America, even everybody, one big good evening. Sorry, I've lost my manners. So nothing surprises us. Let's go to the Iranians first this evening. In war, let me say first, the biggest part of a war that you must focus on, other than the human casualty that the innocent faces when there's a war, is the propaganda warfare. And it is rife at the moment. Both sides are lying. Both sides are playing mind game. Both sides are riddled in a propaganda warfare. Both of them. The death of the Ayatollah. Now, at first, when the news came out, I didn't believe it. I refused to believe it, even if it was true, purely for the fact that it came from Donald Trump and Netanyahu. So I wouldn't believe it. Then the Iranian came out and said nothing, no go so blah blah blah. Then later on they came out and say it is so. I have questions. Is it really so? Or is it a propaganda warfare? Or are you raging another end of the propaganda warfare that the Americans, in the initial phase, thought it was a propaganda warfare from the Americans when they say they have killed the Ayatollah? That would be in a bid for the Iranian people to rise up against the regime. Now, if you're following what's going on in the region and in the country, that has hugely backfired. Whether the Ayatollah is really dead or whether Iran is playing the psychological warfare game with America and claiming that the Ayatollah is dead, knowing that that would rally support for the regime to continue the war against the Satans. So I don't even know what to believe. I know I don't believe the Americans, period. I don't know if the Iranians are playing a game either. I don't know if the Ayatollah is really dead or the Iranians are playing a game by admitting the Ayatollah is dead. One, to keep the Israelis and the Americans from stop tracking him. Two, to whip up public support for the regime. So I'm still confused. When the war over, we will see if the Ayatollah come back out or not. No, to the regime. If it is that the Ayatollah decide I'm committing myself to martyrdom, so I'm not hiding. Because if we go back to last year, June, this is why we knew America was going to attack. I thought the attack was going to come last weekend. The pattern of America attacking you at the negotiation table was plain. We knew the attack was going to come. Especially the amount of troops and asset that Donald Trump muster up in the region, it would be a humiliating back down for him to muster up within the region and then turn around. So we know the war was going to come. And the spiteful Benjamin Netanyahu wants it to be in Ramadan. So it's either the Ayatollah decide to be a martyrdom, or they were stupidly caught off guard. Because if it is that he did not decide to be martyrdom, then once the negotiation started, the Ayatollah should have been clear out of them zone, because Donald Trump has been threatening killing the Ayatollah. So, and this is what confused me about whether he's dead or not, and if the Iranians are playing the mind game to garner support, given the rise up they have from a sector of the population the other day. But if it is just caught off guard without him saying, I'm not going into hiding or whatever, then this would be, sloppy intelligence, sloppy security work to make Donald Trump been threatening it and him get taken out in the first raid. Saddam Hussein, they have to go dig him out a pipeline like rat. Gaddafi, they have to chase him around the country till they could have find him and kill him. Well, the religious factor may be a different thing. Let's look at the history that was created yesterday. America, baby killing America. America and Israel were just bomb past school. America and Israel were just bomb pan a center where women were playing volleyball and kill off the whole of them. America were just bomb and kill off 102 little girls. You see how them start the war? Killing children. The Americans and the Israelis start the war by killing children. But Donald Trump pulled the trigger and immediately run. Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu pulled the trigger and run because it is circling in the news that Benjamin Netanyahu really run, because they say he jumped on a private plane and ended up in Germany yesterday while his people were underground and all about taking beating from Iran. This America you did not expect. An all-out war. An all-out war, America. The history that Iran created, bombing 8 countries within hours of being attacked by the Satan and the pig. Iran attacked, retaliated on Israel and America in 8 countries. This was historic, and this is frightening for the American regime. Because in the other wars, what Iran used to do is do some measured retaliation. Measured retaliation. This time he didn't give anybody warning. He kicked into because Iran was cracked and ready for this, It is also said that Donald Trump reached out to the Italian, to reach out to the Iranians, to negotiate a ceasefire. Within 12 hours, Donald Trump is asking to have a ceasefire negotiated. Within that same 12-hour period as well, Benjamin Netanyahu create a law imposing a 5-year sentence on anybody that sends out photograph or video evidence of Iran missile attack in Israel. They are losing badly. We know they were going to underestimate Iran. We know it was let me try to use President Bush word. How President Bush did call it again? President Bush did fix 2 words together. Misunderestimate. Yes. Back to Bush word. Uno misunderestimate. Remember when Bush did use the word during the Iran war? Uno misunderestimate Iran. Uno never know say Iran was gonna lick on left, right, center, in the middle, back, front, ankle, knee, elbow, shoulder, neck back, head back, foot back, everywhere. America. Yeah, Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu can't even turn in a country. And this is why I want this war to go on for 5 months. Because by the end of the 5 months, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. The Strait of Ammon is closed. And this is where that all of us comes in to this. Now, these shipping lanes that carry both oil and gas and other commercial products to and from, especially to the west from the east, those areas are closed. Tomorrow morning, when the markets reopen, we expect gas price to start on its way up. We expect economies around the world to be in red starting tomorrow morning. How it will pan out in our pockets is a matter of how long this goes on. Because all those barrels of oil that cannot get to the west, it's an economic brouhaha that's going to cause shortage of a whole heap of things. Place now go can light up or warm. If gas short, a lot of things now go be in production. A lot of your vehicle now go move. Your plane can go fly. So if this war, because Russia and Ukraine never meant to be so long. Remember when Bush went to Iraq, it was in 6 months they would have had the job done. They were there for almost 20 years. They were there for almost 20 years. So this one is one of the worst one when it comes to the economy. Because in this whole circle where the war are going, it's a heavily oil producing zone. And all of that oil now go can move. What I go get also Wasara. If the war escalate Wasara, Iran, just like bombing these U.S. bases in, other than bombing Israel as they would have naturally do, Iraq has been bombed, Doha, Qatar, UEA, whatever it is, Saudi Arabia, Jordan. So much of them was bombed yesterday and still continue to have missiles and drone rain down on them. No, this for the Iranian is very, very tactical. Now we come from Jamaica. Let's fight this out in a stone. What Iran is using at the moment is the milestone them. What Iran is tactically doing, using the milestone them to burn out Israel and America defense system, while Iran at the same time is disabling US bases across the region. So they might get a huge hit at the moment. And you see, when the American and Israeli defense system get tired, then that time Iran are gonna come out with the iron stone them. Me no want the war of us. One war start when me no want done quick. Because if this war done quick, the lesson that I want Israel and America to be taught, they may not get the chance to teach them. To teach them the lesson. So I want this war to go on for about 5 months because Israel and America has been overwhelmed already. Don't listen when you hear BBC, Sky, NBC, CNBC, all the bullshit of the Epstein media. Please don't listen to them. They are all singing the Epstein sanctity. Please do not listen to mainstream media. We remember the Palestine genocide and how they lied to us and how they went silent. Now, let's go to Western media and Western politicians. For some people, the parallel reality would come as a surprise. For me, who've been monitoring the Western behavior for quite some time, the parallel reality is just the norm. Now, if you listen to Western government, like the little homosexual Keir Starmer and the little girl in France, that one there that was boxed by the other man just in wigs and heels. Yes, that one. If you listen to them, you would have thought we lived in a democracy. If you listen to them, you would have thought that Iran started this war. If you listen to them, you would have thought Iran just created the genocide in Palestine. If you listen to them, the parallel reality. And then when you listen to mainstream media in the West, where America and Israel murdered 100 and about 40 schoolgirls between the age of 7 to 12 years old yesterday. And all these harlots, pimps, and whores of Epstein can be talking about is the Ayatollah had an iron grip and at least the Ayatollah isn't a pedophile that we know of. At least the Ayatollah isn't a murderer and a criminal like the American president, isn't a homosexual like the British or French prime ministers. At least we are aware of that. If you listen to the parallel universe, you would think that Iran attacked these people. You wouldn't believe that America left, he mash up, broke self, within ship a leak. Within ship leak from America all the way to the Middle East. But you big Uncle Donald Trump, you Donald Trump with his soul and ankle. This is a David and Goliath scenario. I hear the Israelis going to the United Nations quoting the Bible. Quoting religious books. So I'm telling myself to walk away from this bullshit of religion, but we don't sit down and wait for the glory of it. But a one glory I go right in a history, and this war is going to go down as the most glorious war. And you know, they have a war in Europe here you call the Glorious War. This one is going to go down as the most glorious war. Because for the very first time since Pearl Harbor, America has met force for force. This is not what America used to. America used to its superiority, its aerial dominance, and its walking to your country, bombing it, taking over, taking your oils and minerals as America choose. Not so fast this time, you bunch of pedophiles. Not really so fast this time. Strength for strength. Strength for strength. We're going to pop out each other here. We're going to crop up each other face. We're going to pop off each other uniform, America. And we're going to roll and level the ball field. Power meet power. This is historical in world affairs. Iran is breaking history. You want to say how me I go dance when the war done? When the war done and America a walk within face sour. You want to say how me I go dance? Me say me I go rejoice. Me I go America, it will be a party in the street. Because we know, say, the David blower coming on. This Goliath posture of yours, America, we know the Goliath blow and come. Because the whole heap of floating coffin. Then floating coffin where you pick up saying all the way a war yonder. We know the rejoicing will come. We don't now talk about the whole heap of casualty war no meet already. Because when you hear the news, when you hear the news that telling in the West yes about Iran is bombing hotel in Saudi Arabia and in Dubai and all of that. Yes, Iran bomb hotel, but if you talk the truth, make the Iranian bomb the hotel. The American soldier them rent out that hotel and leave from the base and a hose in that hotel. That's why Iran bombed the hotel and America lose more life than America telling you. Israel lose more life. One whole community flattening in Israel already. Them lose more life more than them I tell you. But the Western media, I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they are. But trust me, America is going to walk away in sorrows. America is going to walk away embarrassed. Because you see, anytime Iran ready to start fling the supersonic them, then you know say the floating coffin them, the flatbed. All of the flatbed were down there, the toilet where they have to shit overboard. Because the toilet them are and send up shit and water so they have to shit in a bag. America, we soldier them have to shit in a bag dash way. Uno Iran, me tell you say America with their wait pan you for jump out pan you. Veteran wagwan. America, me tell you say with their wait pan you for jump out pan your road. And me I tell you say the way we just had jump pan you from all angle yesterday. No, the mainstream media not tell you nothing. Them not tell you nothing. You have to watch places like RT, Al Jazeera. If you want to watch mainstream news, you have to watch places like RT, Al Jazeera. You can watch First Post as well. You will get some more authentic news. But in the West, yeah, so no, you not get nothing from them. But the PIGSREAL them never get a pummeling. They pick Benjamin Netanyahu. Epstein Netanyahu can't even turn in a yard. They are being pummeled. That's why I said this war is the first war. And let me say this to the Iranian. Donald Trump will fire the first shot and run off. Pull the trigger and run Donald Trump. You fire the trigger and within 12 hours you ask for negotiation. No, if the Iranians come back to the negotiation table with the Americans deserve to drop a nuclear bomb on them. Twice ICE, America attack on at the negotiation table. Last year, in the 12-day war, on the negotiation table, America attack on. Thursday, when on left the negotiation table, on make a date to go back to the negotiation table tomorrow morning. America attack on. If Uno go back to the negotiation table with this pedophile, this lawless criminal, this kidnapper, this murderer, held ransom by his Epstein crimes, then they deserve to drop a nuclear bomb on you. What the Iranian must do is overwhelm the Americans. Think the 3 aircraft carriers out there and whatever other ships the Americans have out there, sink them. Flatten Israel. And when I said flatten, I mean everything must become dust. Dust. That is the lesson. That is the lesson that Israel and America must learn. They must walk away with blood dripping from their faces. Flatten Israel. Don't stop this war until Israel is flattened, because Israel and America can't fight this war for long. Draw them into a boots on the ground where you can send body bags to America in the hundreds. If you have to go out, make sure all these countries in the Middle East that harbors America is devastated. If they don't want to remove the American bases out their country, flatten them. Flatten their presidential palaces. One of the things that the Americans have done in the wake of the Ayatollah's death, if you believe it, they have created danger for U.S. embassies across the region. Some of them start get attacked already. But everybody going to have to bear the consequences of this war. Women and children have already died. Women and children. Women and children have already died. War have consequences. Marie Wood Smith, thank you very, very much for your support. Thank you. War have these consequences. Us as civilians, us as the innocent people, are the ones who always face the wrath of these wars. But the back of Satan must be broken. There's only one country that is willing to do it, and it's Iran, and must be supported to do it. We'll get to Israel and China and Russia in a bit. But oftentimes, the African countries or the Caribbean countries has been criticized about their division and their divisiveness. The Arab countries, though, we don't look at them in that way. And not just that this issue is exposing them, and why I do agree with Iran in his attack and should widen the attack in how he attacks them. These people cuddle up to Israel and America just the oil weapon. Because that's all them benefit. Oil weapon. Because them sell them island and develop them economy. Barring the oil weapons that they buy from America, there's no other benefit. And America used Israel to have them all in check and in control. One of the places that I want Iran to bomb as well is Egypt. I really want Egypt to be bombed. These people collude with Israel and America to decimate Palestine. They stood silently for the 2 years while the genocide rambles on. These people who call themselves Muslim or Arabs have no loyalty. Because for them to see the devastation of Palestine and still want to have a relationship with Israel tells you who they are. And you have to say respect to Iran, the Houthis, and the what they want them in a Lebanon name again, Hezbollah, who continue to stand up, because somebody have to stand up to America in this world, especially America, a rogue America with a rogue element, criminal, pedophile in Donald Trump. The world cannot be submissive. Donald Trump has now set 2 precedents that breaks the American Constitution and breaks international law. The world, and this is where Russia and China must use this opportunity to really discipline America. This is where Russia and China must use the opportunity to discipline America by fighting a Cold War steadfast behind Iran. I wish the Koreans can come in as a nuclear backative here, because China and Iran is tinkering with coming up to say if Israel and America attack Iran with nuclear, we will respond. I want North Korea to come in because they're brave enough to say this without even blinking an eye. I have always been telling you this. Your constitution is as protected as the mind of your leader. International law, I've always told you, there's nothing of such as an American international system. In my lifetime, all of these things that unfold in front of you, if you never believe me when me there tell you. The US Constitution really has no meaning when you have a rogue element like Donald Trump who doesn't respect it, who doesn't abide by it, and doesn't even understands it is the bigger problem. The bigger problem with Donald Trump. All of this, other than the bully behavior, the poor guy doesn't really understand much. He also has a lot of idiots whispering in his ears. And the worst thing you can do is put bullies and idiots together. Bad combination. Hmm? Bad combination. Putting together a bully and an idiot. And this is why you see, within a year, America, what was left of America has fallen completely from grace. What was left of America? America have no political influence. The sooner the post-colonial country wake up and realize that America has no more financial influence, it's only that you all need to come out of your fear. America military is on the downward path as well. America military, so they send ship out and they have their shit in a bag and throw overboard. America faced with China, America indebted to China. Come on now. Me tell you, stop listening to the Americans. A long time America use big mouth and big words to control the world. Good God Almighty. When is the world going to wake up to understand that the world is more than big mouth and big word? When you say everything about America, big people, big car, big mouth, big word, big this, big. It's just big. I am a boy, I am big. That's America. See my name here. My name is America. Once upon a time, some would argue. The world, though, cannot allow this rogue element, America, to be unchallenged. Iran must be supported in tackling the beast. Now, Israel and America is out there after they went out and violate international law. They're claiming self-defense. Have you not heard? Yes. Israel and America, PIGSREAL and United States out there said it was a preemptive strike. Who threatened you? Who threatened you? Because before you can take a preemptive strike and justify it, somebody have to threaten you. And then you have to believe that the threat is imminent, the attack is imminent. We can't allow the Americans then. Might as well we jump overboard. If I saw the world, I go sit down and make rogue element America tear up the rules them and just set the rules in the name of Donald Trump. We might as well jump overboard. There's no reason going on this ship. I know, so when you get there, them are going to tie you up on the plantation in a sort. We might as well jump overboard for now. If the world decide not to stand up to Donald Trump, one nasty Americans, come here. You dirty magas, John Crow, come here. Why aren't you out on the street? You voted against killing babies. Your pedophile president killed over 100 babies yesterday. This is my problem with life. This is my problem with how the world perceive life. If 100 schoolgirls got killed in Israel, Britain, France, America, Canada, you would never hear the rest of it. I mean, the world would lock down. We would stop talk about the rest of the world. The rest of the world would have been folded and put away in a basket. If an evil regime like Iran killed 100 and odd schoolgirls deliberately, and then about 40 other women who were playing netball deliberately. You attacked a school, you attacked a gymnasium where you know women and young girls were going to be. And then you're calling for a ceasefire. You're calling to come back to the negotiation table. America and Israel must feel it. They must have blood running down their faces. Of course, it's going to be hard for Iran and the people of Iran as well. War in itself is not nice. But you have to defend yourself robustly. Iran have prepared for this for 30 years. And they are doing well. Because if Israel can make it illegal within hours, punishable by 5 years, to send out any picture and video from Israel, that tells you the weight of battering them again. And as me say, I just the milestone them, Iran and fling out right now, Iran now touch upon the hypersonic and supersonic. Iran are way down them defense system because America and Israel soon run out. What's the refueling capacity? Hey, listen here. Our pockets are going to feel it. It may come to a point where gas and electricity become so rationed in the West that we go back to wood fire, or we can't heat we house, or light cut off for a certain time of the day. All these are possible because of the region and the economic asset of the region. And Iran have so much tools in this war. You have an impenetrable offensive that you can attack them full scale with. That's why they had the capability of attacking 8 countries within an hour. 8 countries. That was historical, and that was frightening for even the giant America. Your bases were just being hit left, right, and center. It is also said that the USS Gerald Ford, the Iranians are saying they hit it. The Americans are saying it wasn't hit. They shot down the projectile. But America, as me say, are just the milestone them Iran are fling at the moment. Them not take out the steel, the steel ball them yet. Them not take out the steel ball them yet. And America already is facing casualty. Israel, places in Israel been flattened. Tel Aviv has been hit left, right, and center. I'm glad Iran stretched the war. That means the economic burden will be huge because you see the different game what Iran have here. So you have your missile them for your pummel them. Then you also have the sea area where you close off, where you can collapse a whole heap of, especially the European economies. Then the Iranian can even step up the devastation even more by bombing oil wells. So Iran have a lot. Iran have a lot to its exposure here. And the Chinese, both the Chinese and the Russian strategically are fighting the Americans in this region as well. Particularly the Chinese, after the wake of the Venezuela, the capturing of the Venezuela president, which is an attack on the Chinese economy as well, because Venezuela was a main oil supplier. Iran is even a bigger oil supplier to China than Venezuela. Now, if Venezuela, there's that barrier there now. If Iran falls, this spells danger for the Chinese economy. China knows this. And this is why, after the 12 days war, China, Russia, and Iran signed a security pact. That's why you see, shortly before this war, they were doing those military drill. And China is also supplying missiles, and the Chinese are supplied some technologies that will allow the Iranians to jam U.S. and Israeli aircraft as well. So I don't want this war to be over so early, because when they got the pressure of the 12-day war, they quickly called for a ceasefire. This is an all-out war, and Iran must not go to the negotiation table until America accepts Iran. I personally would fight out this war until Donald Trump leave office, because I know the Russians and the Chinese will support the Iranians. The Iranians are putting missiles into production. So even though America and Israel have aerial dominance, yes, intelligence, China is providing a lot of intelligence and such capabilities. I want this war to be a long haul, because it's the only way we are going to get rid of Israel. Israel is an existential threat to world peace and world security. That gangrene must be cut off. That infested foot of this planet must be cut off. The world cannot be held ransom by these people. It cannot. It must not happen. They've already held U.S. and European presidents to ransom for their sexual crime and deviances. Them not all we the world. Them not have no secret for we the world. On a dirty magas, one not go rise up against on a pedophile and on choose him, you know. Maga. Dirty magas. When are you going to stand against the pedophile? Because he's taking on all down with him, you know. Hey, America. Has America been always this dunce, or America just turn dunce? Because America don't even say them go down with this pedophile. Or Epstein have something for the whole on America. But couldn't just plan say, you know what? Let me just go down with this criminal. Or America did always done so just the world never realized say, America have. But then again, a long time when I elect pedophiles and rapists as president, so nothing really surprised me. America. 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 Look at you. Look at you, America. And then to top it off, this same bunch of criminals go around the world talking about democracy and rule of law. Parallel universe. Parallel universe. Them call Iran a rogue state. America and Israel is the only state that going around the world behaving roguish. Them say Iran a terrorist country, then say Cuba a terrorist country. Israel and America alone will go around the place, go commit terrorism. Parallel reality, parallel universe. We and them saying here totally different thing. But me want Iran lick the cloth out town. Lick them, Iran, lick them. And them come in your yard, lick. So boil hot water, choke on them. Nail in a board and take it, beat them. Broke quart back and take it, tap them up. Yeah. Come out with everything. But I want North Korea to join the war. I want somebody with nuclear who is lawless with it to join the war, because you cannot trust Israel and America with nuclear when losing war. It was the loss of a war and the losing of a war and the embarrassment why the Americans dropped nuclear bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. The embarrassment that the Americans that has been meted out to the Americans in this, and that they will receive in the end of this, will force them to want to do something. And this is why I want North Korea to join the war. Because if North Korea join the war and say, if you deploy a nuclear weapon, we will wipe out Israel and America, they will never enter it. And you will never see America muster up any war against North Korea. It will never happen. And that's why Iran must rethink their religious strategy of not having a nuclear weapon, and make sure within weeks before this war is over, Iran has ready nuclear head to fire in any possible direction. Yeah, the older we just go there, I saw it go. A long time we planned for it, The Bible was always telling me about doomsday, so I don't want to fret and go on about now that it's arrived. Just go down gloriously. Stop go down like cowards and afraid and know say America go kill we off anyway. Rather be buy poison pill, poison joke, poison food, guns, bombs. Them a go kill we. So I mean, just let's go gloriously. Because we not fight for no other way out. Are we fighting for no other way out? No. We're just submissive to the Americans them so. So either we jump overboard or we go down gloriously. We not see no other choice. Jamaica, come here. People of Jamaica waiting to die. All the way wait for dead, Come in and know why we're afraid of dead when we just sit down comfortable so. Wait panic so. Well, we don't know say a long time we are going about the earthquake and the drilling and the oil and the gas and the fuckery, don't. The earthquake though, we see the danger, you know. We want the people them. So let us try and do something about it. We can't just wait for dead comfortable so. We never put out the audio for the article here, but it published out there already. Of this morning's earthquake in Jamaica. Our 4 point something on a Richter scale. For the last 2 years, we're getting the signs, but we're waiting for the major catastrophe. For 2 years, we've been getting the signs, and we're waiting for the major catastrophe. Me play the video for over there with United Oil and Gas, and them stepping up of their survey and them drilling for whatever them want to do. But it don't look like Jamaicans care about them life. Jamaicans care about the white corporation them are foreign and with thieving politician them are Jamaica. Because ungo them are going to reach out there in Jamaica. If you not sit down and wait past when I go get a share of the oil wealth, not even decent casket when I go get, because the catastrophe to come, a mass grave we are going to bury in. So we're not going to have space to put pretty casket. We may can just wrap you in a one sheet. You understand? We may can just wrap you in a one sheet, or just how we find you so. And use Melissa as an example. We just tiny little bit of Melissa where the Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth people have to bury them dead before government could have get to them, because government law body for a pile upon them. And an earthquake of a magnitude 7 and above can do it worse than what Melissa do it. You understand? Can do worse a job than Melissa. Can cover whole heap away under mud and sludge. Can broke up road and all boat. When nobody can when nobody can move. Government can't get to you, you can't move out of your community. These are the dangers coming our way, oh. But when we talk, nobody no want to listen. Everybody a wait for get rich. And nobody not plan for dead. Because even if somebody a go get rich out of it, I know we. Even if somebody a go get rich out of it, only power a go dead before somebody get rich. Is it gonna benefit us as Jamaicans? 100% no. So why disturb with seabed to make rich people get richer and make thieving people have more for thief? Mash up the eco life and with fishing industry and everything around us. So when the calamity coming up, I hope we don't blame the people them. When we have the chance to do something about it and we failed, we turn a blind eye. When the danger up in our face, Jamaica, this is the most depressing part of it. It's not like we know see things where we connect up the dot. It's like we don't see things where we don't ask questions about. How much I know ask on an MP to date about this drilling galangin? How much I want to ask on an MP about these offshore or onshore wells? How much on an MP? How much on an ask on an MP? What's the environmental impact likely to be in my community or to the country? How much on an ask on an MP to have a public consultation? How much on an ask on an MP to ask this question when you go to Parliament? All the way wait to get rich. Hmm? All the way wait, not to be rich, not even the bossy funeral them what we used to we now go get. Come here tell you what is looming around us because the earthquake them a get heavier than heavier. A mass grave. And now we're gonna need Jankro. If we forget a 2010 Haiti scenario, we're gonna need Jankro and Jankro for Nyam dead body. We cannot continue. We cannot continue to want to leave a world where your children and grandchildren are going to die. Your children and grandchildren are going to live in an environment that poisons them. Hmm? And then you turn around and say, oh, I love my children. I put my children first. I put my children first. Hmm? I put my children first. Where? Where do you put them first? Hmm? Look at the world you're leaving them in. Look at the world you're creating and fostering. Are you helping to shape this world? Hmm? Are you helping to shape this world? Or you just go along with what you think the world was meant to be? Or are you going along with what powerful people tell you that your perception of the world ought to be? We can stand up against this oil drill in Jamaica. It is going to be costly and risky for us. It will be costly and it will be risky. If we want to take it, if we want to take that risk, if we don't bear the consequences of it, we will pass the consequences on to generations of our children. You think if those who were enslaved did leave the world in a miserable state that they were living in, we would have in this era where Donald Trump try to take we back into that dark ages. For Donald Trump, you see, we would be eating raw potatoes and eating each other. Isn't it, Donald Trump? The backwardness, the back in time where you attack with Donald Trump, we would be in the caves like you white people, eating raw potatoes or eating each other. Isn't it? Anyway, I come go on about my business before Donald Trump either kill me or kidnap me, because these are the things that Donald Trump is now famous for. Other than raping children, the president is now famous for kidnapping and murdering. Look at America. Look at America. The world is now seeing America as the rogue that I knew America to have always been. Look how long we have begged the world to open your eyes and look at America. Instead, America have to come all on and tear out an eye and say, look at me. I'm a murderer, a pedophile, a kidnapper, and a downright crook. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Lovely to have your support as always. Please do join us back. Hey, my name is Buffett telling me shouldn't tell this from the start. I went out, because that's why I never come on this morning. I went out to do some war shopping in this morning. You know, like stocking up on some extra food and such a like and such a forth. Because my peeps, oh, Palo, murder she wrote. No, me ain't go to war shopping this morning because we have to prepare for whatever eventualities come our way. This war can stretch out for long. It can get very nasty. I know gas price is going to start go up by tomorrow. It's a matter of time before food price start going up. Food also can become scarce. People can also, the worst things, get into panic buying. So me make sure me get ahead of the queue. We need to go buy some water tomorrow. Get ahead of the queue just in case you can't make it just buck up on yourself and you don't prepare for it and you don't tin meat indoor for the look of flash out and white rice or whatever in the bad day. So yeah, me taka little whatever me can buy up for meet the disaster, because one thing to say, the world is getting better. Trust me. Take this to the bank. Day by day, this world will become a more interesting, uninteresting, and terrible place. Anyway, thank you and good night from Global TV. May I go with me tired? I know. Go watch war. Go search for whatever. Because the tourists, them in the like Dubai and Saudi Arabia and so on, them are send us out some image of the bombs them raining down. The wicked Israeli, them too, them I get more of the licking of the PIGSREAL. The PIGSREAL, them, we can't get nothing out of them because they don't want nobody to see the blood on their face. But to the pigs who occupied Palestine, we know you have just met your match. Thank you and good night.
Together, run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve our people. away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as the watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah. And we love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all. And we love Jah, me love Jah, me love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah, Rastafari.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.